Welcome back, viewers. You're watching World DNA with Jyotsna. I'm Shivan. Lots more to discuss on this side of the show as well. Let's start with the headlines.
White House says U.S. President Donald Trump is considering airstrikes on Iran to stop a crackdown on protesters, but diplomacy remains open, with Iran taking a more conciliatory tone in private talks.
A rights group report suggests that at least 648 deaths have taken place in the massive crackdown on protesters in Iran, while government-backed rallies draw thousands, with Supreme Leader Khamenei claiming the unrest has been defeated.
Two killed and 3 injured as Russia targets Ukrainian city of Kharkiv. The regional mayor says a Russian long-range drone struck a children's medical facility, causing a fire.
Minnesota files lawsuit against Trump administration and the Department of Homeland Security to stop the surge of federal immigration agents operating in the state days after a woman protester was fatally shot by a federal agent.
Germany downplays risks of U.S. attack on Greenland, saying there is no indication it's being seriously considered. Foreign Minister Johan Rallies says after meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio in Washington.
U.S. revoked over 100,000 visas since Donald Trump's second inauguration in January last year, marking a record annual total. State Department of the U.S. says the number is 2.5 times more than the number recorded in 2024.
Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi to host South Korean President Lee Jae-myung for talks today, aiming to highlight strong bilateral ties as China pressures Tokyo over Taiwan following Lee's recent visit to Beijing.
UN interim force in Lebanon says an Israeli tank fired near its peacekeepers, warning that such attacks are becoming disturbingly common. Less than 2 weeks prior, Israeli gunfire hit close to peacekeepers twice.
President Trump warns the U.S. could be screwed if the Supreme Court strikes down his broad tariff policies. He says overturning the tariffs could force massive repayments and disrupt the economy as the court reviews the legality of his emergency trade powers.
Australian captain Alyssa Healy to retire from all forms of cricket following the upcoming series against India. The 35-year-old will end her 15-year international career with 8 World Cup titles.